The land of Jamaica is rich. It is arable. In the University of the West Indies, you must teach agriculture. Not the technical side of, what you call it, agricultural economics, or, learning how to research. No. Learn how to take your land, produce a product, then learn how to market that product in your own house, then learn how to sell the surplus to nations around you and abroad, giving you trade and commerce. 60% of the GDP of Jamaica is produced by tourism. Don't be mad at me. You gotta think. That's all I'm here to do, make you think. Because if you think right, then you're gonna walk right. So I'm not displeased with you, no. But we can do better if we knew better. You mean to say that if I asked the children in Jamaica, how many of you would like to be a farmer? No. Me no want nothing to do with farming, I did that, cutting cane and raising banana for the white man. Yeah, he became rich because you worked the land for him. You paved the streets in London. So when you go to London and look around, you're looking at what your slave labor produced for England and for Europe. Why couldn't you take what you did to make them wealthy and make yourself wealthy? The average age of the farmer is between 62 and 67 years of age. So the farmers are dying off, and there's no young farmers because you think farming is a degraded profession. Me want to be lawyer, doctor, engineer. That's good. But engineer eat, doctor eat, lawyer eat, prostitute eat, pimp eat, Rasta eat, Muslim eat, Christian eat. What is wrong with you that you can't feed your people, feed the region, feed the world? Did you know, Christian family, did you know from the book of Genesis what the first labor was? Thank you, sir. I'm talking to a wise man out there, When the scripture says God created all of this wonder, and then he said, but there was no man to till the ground. That was the purpose for Adam. He put him in a garden that he had to work. You didn't hear me. Farming is hard work. But when you're farming for yourself, I have a little farm in Michigan, and I'm encouraging the believers, pool your resources, buy land. Learn how to produce your food. You may say now, why should we do that? Let me tell you in a few minutes why they have the West Indies not farming. Africa is not farming. Europe, America, New Zealand, Australia feeding us. I turned on the television the other morning and I saw a program that inspired me, family farming. They were talking about Jamaicans taking the land around them and growing food. You can grow the food that you eat in a pot in your house.
That's right.
We are doing it. We have been taught how to create soil. I didn't say look at soil, I said create it. Because you know, every time you bury the dead, what do you say? From the earth he came, to the earth he now returns. But where do you think you're going in death? You return. This body is made from the flesh of the earth. The vegetation of the earth is what gives you your skin. The stone of the earth is what gives you bone. The water of the earth gives you your blood. Look at your body. It's rivers. It's streams. It's hills and valleys. You are the microcosm of the earth itself and the universe itself. But you are not taking care of the temple of the living God. You are responsible for what goes in your mouth. So if you don't know the value of the earth, and you don't know how to purify that earth from the poisons that the enemy is giving you to use as pesticides. These pesticides are killing the ecosystem of the earth that is absolutely necessary to produce products that are filled with the minerals that give you good nutrition. Yeah. Are you listening? Yes, sir. We got to break away from the imposition of our colonial and slave masters. It's not hateful. That's right. Breaking away is what children do when they mature. They're thankful to their parents for what they received, but now they're out on their own. Breaking away from our former colonial and slave masters is what we started with in our independence movements, but we never took it as far as it should be taken. In order for us to become a regional power with a voice that would affect the world. Breaking away is a necessary part of evolutionary growth and development. It was only a matter of time before these islands that were subjected to European authority would want to be free from that subjection. So look, as a result of your not breaking away enough, your evolution toward real independence and true freedom has been thwarted. What do you think it means in the scriptures? In the book of Revelations, God is talking to his people. He says, come out of her, my people. Come out, that you may not be partakers of her sins and her plagues, for her sins have reached unto heaven. This is talking about ancient Babylon, but it's also talking about a mystery Babylon, which is a world system of evil that is controlling and dominating our lives. Come out of her. So if you can break away, oh man, I know, man, saying to the queen, you know, why should you be singing, God Save the Queen? You're the one in need of salvation. You should be saying, God, save us from the Queen. Now, you all right? Yeah. Now, this does not mean disrespect the Queen. No. We thank you for all you did and didn't do. We thank you. But now, we have to do something for ourselves. And I'm sure the Queen will respect you for it. But at first, they're going to fight you. That's right. They're going to make it hard for you. Yeah, they're making it real hard already. They're frightening you because they know it's time for you to leave. Look at this. Where's that? Bring that board over here. I want you to see how skillful the enemy has been. Do you have a pointer? Now, this is the Caribbean. And it touches Mexico.
Give me a mic. Give me a mic.
The Caribbean touches Mexico, Belize, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, San Jose, Panama, Colombia, Venezuela, and of course out here is the Atlantic. But this is the Caribbean. Now, here's how smart the enemy is. They fight each other, you know, over the spoils of the Caribbean. So we were colonized by the British. So what language you speak? You speak English. But you're not an Englishman, are you? I don't know. In the system of jurisprudence, I see you put on wig. You know, when you put something on your head, you know, that's telling you what's under the wig. It's his system. You're not getting justice under his system. You have to create a system that will give you justice. Now look at this. Are we the sons and daughters of Africa? We didn't come here on no cruise ship. So if you didn't come on a cruise ship, look at where the majority of blacks from Africa in this Western Hemisphere were brought to Brazil. I'm going to tell you something in a minute. This is Portuguese. Venezuela, Spanish is the language. Colombia, Spanish. Panama, Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala, Mexico, Spanish. But that's your family. You don't think much of your family. Because now the same hatred of the Spanish for the British and the Spaniards for the French is bred into you through their educational system. So you don't have proper respect for your brothers and sisters that are right here in Cuba. Is that your family?
Yes, sir.
They're in Haiti. That's French. In Santo Domingo, Spanish. In Puerto Rico, Spanish. In Aruba, Dutch. And down here, Portuguese. Now that's our family, spread out like that. How can you communicate with them if you don't know the language? So what kind of educational system are you developing when you don't develop the children to be able to communicate with the members of our family that are spread throughout this whole region? So the first barrier to our unity regionally is language. How do we correct a language barrier? From the babies, you start teaching. In Africa, your African brothers and sisters sometimes speak 3, 4, 5 languages. Don't you sell your children short. They're only short because their mama is a shorty. They're only short because their teacher is a shorty. But if you got the wisdom and the desire to unite your family, then you should, from the kindergarten, start teaching languages that will allow us to connect with all of our people in the hemisphere. Now watch this. Yeah. Now look at this. Here's a man, the Europeans, when they capture us, our women are their prize. That's why your backside is called booty. I'm not being vulgar. Shake your booty. Because you know that when the male member of a stranger captures and destroys the power of the male that is supposed to be your protector, then you become the prey in the hands of the conqueror. Now look at their minds. This is Jamaica. Look at all the different hues, colors in this audience. And when they put their blood in us, And some of us are light, with hair a little curly, lips a little thinner, nose a little thinner. They make that person think he or she is better than the black one out of which they came. No, we're going to talk now. So already you're divided by language. Now you're divided by color. So light-skinned people in a white man's world get better breaks. Look on the TV. You hardly see black. Yeah, well, we looking at you. Yeah, but you ain't got nobody blacker than me. I don't have it here.
Yes, sir.
But you ain't blacker than me here or here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But what I'm suggesting to you is they have divided us along color lines. And the ignorance of our miseducation causes us to follow that kind of stupidity. Now look at what they did in Brazil. They went in, the Portuguese, they produced a lighter skinned person of color. Then the African Brazilian is in one class. The lighter skinned is in another class. And the white is in another class. Everywhere they have gone on this earth, they divide us by color. That's what apartheid was like in South Africa.
Yes, sir.
The blacks, that means your skin is dark. You are in this class. The mulatto or the coloreds, they are like my color. Then you have the Indians, and then you have Chinese and Arabs, and the white is at the top. And everybody wants to feel superior, so the black is pushed all the way down.
Tell the truth. Go ahead, brother.
And right in Jamaica now, you are so ashamed of the blackness of your skin that you are buying bleaching cream to make yourself whiter. You're blonding your eyes, your hair, and bluing up your eyes. You want to be white. That's a sign of mental sickness. You don't like the Rasta with his dreadlocks. He's himself. You should appreciate your brother in the beauty of himself. You think that white woman is the standard of beauty. So a black woman that don't have long hair, well, she go to the shop and buy a little here and a little there. And I watch you, you're so beautiful. You can't help yourself when you get your hair from the shop, you know. But you feel better because you look in the mirror and you say, look at me. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Ain't I the most beautiful of them all? Poor brother and sister. You got your nails on now? The Koreans happy, you know. They say, let's keep giving them more hair. Fix their nails. And you are attractive like that. But you marry a man and he take you home. The wig come off and it's in the drawer. You take off the build-up, you know, and you can get a Brazilian butt, you know. So the man don't know whether to get in the drawer or get in the bed. Now look, in our student enrollment, we were given 10 questions and answers that are called the actual facts. And the first question destroys this color madness. The question is asked, who is the original man? Now, when you look at the origin, that's the first out of which came the rest. Look, look, look. The Bible in Genesis and in Acts says, God has made of one blood all nations of men to dwell on all the face of the earth. But you didn't know what that one blood was. See? Who is the original man and woman from which all other races came into existence? This ain't racism. This is